So the piece that I created is called Leaving My Sanctuary. It is a 14 by 17 inch piece made from charcoal and color pencils. With this piece, I've illustrated a woman looking through a mirror, and the setting is like kind of in a parking garage in a way, just kind of like in this big open space, and she's looking through a mirror, and through her reflection is her with her friends. Her friends are in the background and they're behind her, and then one of her friends is pointing a gun at her and shot her in the back of the head, and that's what you see in the reflection of the mirror, right? And then towards the side of the piece, you got like some demons or some sort of dark entity just lurking in the background within within the actual world rather than the mirror. So look, I made this piece really just because I kind of want to illustrate my perception or like my reality in a way. Because with certain pieces, I like to illustrate everything in black and white, and that's like the perception of my reality. You know what I'm saying? And so with this, what I wanted to say was just leaving my sanctuary, because I'm so comfortable being in this, and my own little world without stepping outside of my comfort zone. And stepping out of my comfort zone would be forming new relationships with people. And to me, that's actually that's kind of scary. That's something I've always struggled with, especially growing up, and even now. I'm 23 years old, I'm an adult, you know what I'm saying? And it's something I'm still having trouble with. I've been told multiple times by multiple different people that me not being social or me being antisocial was a bad thing. Like, I'm not going to get anywhere in life. I'm not going to be successful if I continue to remain the same. And this is something I think about a lot, because self-reflection is something that I'm really into. But man, this is like a hard habit to actually break for me. I feel a lot more comfortable dealing with my own demons, dealing with my own thoughts and my own problems by myself with nobody involved. You know what I mean? I'd rather tell everybody that I'm fine and I'm cool when really I'm about to fucking break. That's always just been me. And it's not that like I have a great distrust for people, but it's just that, I don't know, the act of actually reaching out to people and putting myself out there in a world that I am so unfamiliar with, it's not comforting in the slightest. Having to rely on people is not comforting to me. And this is something that I have explored multiple times. I've opened up to a lot of people. I don't have trouble opening up, it's just I don't want to open up. You know what I mean? It's just like I've never really received or gotten anything out of opening up to people. If I have a problem, then I'll go ahead and just rely on my work. I'll rely on my artwork to just figure things out. I learned a lot more about myself and the person who I want to be through my work. I would say, if there's anything that I learned from this piece about myself, it's that I probably do need to step outside of my comfort zone, but I just feel like the moment that I do step out, I'm putting myself in danger to get hurt. Because I see the way the world kind of operates. I hear from my friends and all these different stories, or their friends always set them up or just putting through some really through some bullshit that I don't want to be a part of. You know what I mean? Like, I would much rather keep my distance. And so within this piece, through the mirror, their faces are all exactly the same. So this isn't like, a literal stab in the back, like, some sort of betrayal, but it's more emphasizing that people will try to drag you down just so that they don't feel alone, just so that you can be more like them. An example of this, and kind of, I guess where you say my inspiration came from, is that I don't like hanging out with people who always pressure me to do something. Because y'all may not know about this about me, but I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do tobacco, I don't I don't do any of that. It's just not me. I'm not the type of person to judge anybody who does it. I feel like everybody should live their life how they want to live it, and this is just how I choose to live mine. You know what I mean? But if I'm hanging out with people trying to make friends with somebody and they constantly pressure me to trying something that I don't want to do, and I've made it very clear that I don't want to do, then I understand that you do not have the best intentions for me. I think talking about different types of realities or perceptions on life is pretty interesting, because within this piece, and the reflection of the mirror is kind of like how I perceive the world, and how you perceive the world is really a reflection of yourself. So then it kind of makes me think that maybe I'm the one who's untrustworthy. Like there's something wrong with me to the point where I don't want to form friendships. If I was trying to think about how it was a reflection of me, then I guess I would say, I think it would dial down to how I feel like I probably mess things up, like I'm some sort of screw up. And that's something I've always dealt with growing up. I always felt like I kind of had to be worthy in order to be loved. I had to do something great. I had to give people a reason to want to fuck with me and want to stay in my life. All in all, I really mess with this piece. It's not my favorite. I feel like there was a couple things I could have done better on, but all in all, I like the way it turned out, and I appreciate what I was able to learn from making this piece. And I guess I kind of hope that everybody, or some people, or someone, at least one person, at least one person can kind of look at this and relate in some sort of way. Maybe they're stuck in a comfort zone that they need to kind of just stray away from. would like to say thank you for watching this video. Thank you for viewing my work and taking time to really understand the meaning behind this piece and kind of like my personal significance behind the piece. I really do appreciate you listening. But if you'd like to know more about this piece, there will be more information on my website where I have a whole little blog to go with it. Feel free to check that out. And if you're interested in purchasing this piece and taking it home with you, perhaps decorating your home, or maybe it meant so much to you that you would like to have it as some sort of a reminder of who you want to become, feel free to check out my website again. You can purchase it there. If this video is something that you appreciate, then I would appreciate you to go ahead and just leave a like. Shoot, maybe even subscribe, you feel me? Yeah, do what you gotta do. Yeah. Thank you.